What's up, world? It's your girl, Ebonée, aka the Princess of New York. And after a long hiatus away, I am back with another interview. Now, today in the house, I got one of my girls with me, Miss Bizz. Stick around. Welcome back and welcome my bestie, Miss Bizz. Now I'm gonna let you know she's a little shy, so we're not gonna see her beautiful face, but we're gonna hear from her. So without further ado, welcome my girl, Miss Bizz. All right, Miss Biz, say what's up to the people.
What's going on, people? Hey, Ebonée. Thank you for
What's up,
having
honey?
me.
Thank you so
Listen,
much for coming. Listen, I'm so glad that you decided to come and sit down with me. We got a lot to talk about.
most
So,
definitely.
why don't we start with the most important thing? Who are you? Tell my friends at home, who is Miss Biz?
So, you my homegirl. We go way back since like college days. You know what I'm saying? And like I'm really happy that we joined forces on this. Um you are a very talented woman. I've seen you do this for a very long time. So I'm one of your supporters. Believe that or not, I'll be watching you. Um, but I'm excited to be here. So, I definitely go by Miss Biz. Um, my whole life has been a business. And I think I got that name the moment I got my first car. I put that on my license plates. Now
Mm-hmm.
she parked up in the yard right now, but we got three other ones in the lot. So we good. And
Ooh,
we keeping her, you know what I mean? But on another note, I mean, Miss Biz came up because everything I do or how I move, I mean, and if I go back from a kid from like selling books, selling lanyard, overpriced bracelets to my brother's friends, I mean, life is a business. If you look at it that way, you can totally maximize how this economy treats us.
definitely. Everything is a transaction. Everything is customer service. Like no matter what industry you're in, customer service is involved in everything. Every single thing is a transaction. So most definitely. And I'm so glad that you came, like I said before, because I wanted to start a new segment where I shout out independent businesses. And because you are Miss Biz, it's only fitting that you are the first interview, right?
That's right. That's right. Listen, I couldn't have it any other way. I'm
I
glad to
know.
be your first interview coming back of your hiatus. I
Hmm.
mean, me and you are off to much bigger and better things,
Yeah,
and I'm just glad to be in your energy. That's what I need in my life. You know what I'm saying?
good energy. That's it. Good vibes
Yep.
only.
That's
Good
it.
vibes
That's
only.
it.
That's what we do. So, honey, so you recently started a non-for-profit called Miles to Go. And so that's what I want to touch on today. And I know you're doing like a lot of things with Miles to Go, but I don't want to get into it because that would defeat the purpose of you being here, right? So tell all my friends at home, what's Miles to Go about? When did it start? Like, what's its purpose? Like, what's the mission? What's the goal?
So let me tell you about Miles to Go. Let me tell you exactly what their mission is. So, Miles to Go Inc. is a non for profit. We specialize in housing, counseling, real estate services, and education. Um, eventually, one of our first missions is to create some sort of sponsorships for young adults who want to start a real estate career. Um, could be in real estate sales, could be in property management, so forth. That's one of the goals that we're trying to do, to try to bring our youth, especially our diversified youth. I'm talking about my Black people. I'm talking about empowering the young youth to learn about real estate, because really that is how, if you didn't come from money, which I didn't, and this is the way you build wealth. It's through real estate. And I try to use non for profit where I can speak um, freely and for free about everything real estate, anything real estate you want to talk about. We recently had our first real estate series. Um, I was breaking it down what I have pretty much learned, and it's about to be 20 years in working in real estate. How you can get into real estate, what you need to know, what how you need to go about it, and I broke it down three ways. And it's pretty much cash, credit, and income.
Mm-hmm.
So we spoke about that each month. We usually hold our workshops the second Thursday of the month. And we broke it down. Each topic, each month, we spoke about cash, how you need to get it, where you get it from, how you need to grow it, income, how you need to have it, how you need to hold a certain employment, a W-2 for a certain amount of time, how you need these items to apply for a mortgage. If you don't have if you're not a trust fund baby, or someone's writing you a check for $500,000, depending on where you want to live, this is how you as an individual will be able to purchase real estate in your name using your social security number, and it's all yours.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah,
I
that's
love that.
where we at.
Yeah, I love that. What actually made you want to do that? Because I know you've been in real estate for a while. What made you want to say, you know what? I want to share this knowledge and this information with the masses, the youth in particular, with my people.
Yes, for sure. Everything you just said, I've had a moment, few years now, where I'm like, I'm at a point in my life where I feel that I will get more out of if I share this juice. I need to share this juice right now with people. Like, I'm very passionate about it. Like y'all need to know, because I ain't grow up knowing. It took years of pretty much knowing how to move in this real estate game. And it's just, so I can't stress enough, like, the things that people need to know at the very, very minimum to get you moving in the right direction to buy real estate and to build wealth. Many people, have families, have children now. This is the way to go. And I hands down can talk hours about that, but I'm not trying to do that to convince somebody that real estate is the one asset, this one tangible asset. Now, if you talk about gold, stocks, can you live in gold?
Mm,
Can you live in your stocks?
no.
Ah, yes. Even if the market is up or down, you still got a roof over your head.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to I'm I'm trying to let people know, like, y'all got to know these things to make it happen for yourself, for your family,
Mm-hmm.
your legacies.
Yeah, legacy. That's important. I've been talking about legacy for like a little while now. Yeah, so important. And like, you know what? These are things that they don't teach us. Like they should teach us this kind of stuff in school, whether you're going to school for real estate or like somewhere in that realm or not. These are things that we need to know. You know what I mean? Like the different things that you broke down, talking about needing the W-2 for a certain amount of time, the amount of cash you need, how much, percentage you may or may not need for closing costs, and all these other things. Like basic things, we need to know this. But let me ask you this, because I don't want to go too much into detail, because I want to have you back as like a recurring guest, and I want to like talk about this topic and like just break it down, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
over time. But what if you don't have a W-2? You know what I mean? What if you work for yourself? What if you're a freelancer? You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly. And that's one of the things that we spoke about when it came to income. What about our entrepreneurs? Well,
mhm,
let me tell you what MBE stands for. It stands for Miss Biz Entrepreneur. Um, Entrepreneurship is something also I'm very passionate about. I channel mine through, now at this point, through real estate, anything real estate, that's AI. But I'm here to spit the juice to you guys on behalf of Miles to Go Inc. Um, it's the only way I can do it. Right now I'm a one woman show. I have no problems doing that. I've been doing that for quite some time. Don't know any other way. I do have, a few people who have inquired about joining forces with AI, and um, I'm not looking to make money off of other people, off of agents. I am trying to set a path for them, and which I know that AI would be able to offer. And I keep on mentioning AI. So AI is what I do full time. AI stands for Amelie Industries.
Okay.
And that's our full-time brokerage, property management, and business consulting business. And that's what we do during our daytime, and our free time. We try to spread the knowledge. We encourage people to engage in some aspect of real estate, and most people, without um, having to know the real ins and out of real estate, purchases their first home. And I'm passionate about that group of people because I walk them through beginning to end. I hold their hand all the way to the beginning to closing day. And we do what we do. And I'm not gonna stop. I'm a lifetime hustler. That's what it is. I got miles to go. And I feel like everyone needs to have um, a desire to have miles to go, meaning to keep going. Keep going is something that you're passionate in. Don't let anything stop you from trying to achieve what you believe in.
Purpose.
Purpose, yes.
Define your purpose. Define your purpose.
So I think what happened is that I came to a point where I'm like, I need to let people know. I want to let people know this has got to be a movement. I can't do this by myself. We need to come together to make a change in our neighborhood. Pick a neighborhood. Pick a very underserved neighborhood. It doesn't have to be the one that we grew up in. I grew up in Spring Valley. Right now, Spring Valley is so overpriced. There's no trying to invest in it. If we joined together, we could have bought the hood. But now we were priced out. We got to go somewhere else. Why can we not make a change somewhere else? Somewhere else that is needing. And this is where one of our first missions that we're trying to accomplish, clearly through donations, through Miles to Go, is to sponsor a certain area of, well, not a certain area, but like people. For example, let's take Newburgh, New York, the city of Newburgh. I kind of compare the city of Newburgh to Spring Valley up top, right? But that done cleaned up for a long time. The city of Newburgh is way behind. I mean, you look on Spectrum News, shootings every other day. I mean, this is people who live there are killing people now. Ebonée, imagine if you took the young people who are growing in the urban areas, in the inner cities, and you teach them about real estate. It will be the people from their own hood selling the real estate,
yes,
in their neighborhood,
to rebuild it and keep it within.
Exactly. And so I just imagine that, we have like a nice group of, 10 young people from the city of Newburgh, and who engage or are sponsored, by any corporation, big or small, to engage in this program. It can make such a huge impact, because now we got a group of people just focused in one area just to make it better, because they know the ins and out of it. They grew up in it.
Yeah.
So I think way back, like, if we could have got our homegirls all together and we put this together, you know how much money we would have right now?
Yeah.
But life happens. Life happens. It doesn't always go our way.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you got miles to go.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. 100%. So you were talking about AI, Emily
Yes.
Industries. You've been talking about miles to go and like donations and things. If somebody wants a property manager, if somebody wants a realtor and they're looking to buy or sell, how do they get in touch with AI?
So, you can definitely go to our website, AmalieIndustries.com. Let me spell my name before you get it all wrong. It's AMALIE Industries.com.
Mm-hmm.
You can book a uh, private showing with me. Just look for this logo and book an appointment with me. We are licensed in New York and in New Jersey for anything real estate. That's AI. We're talking about residential homes, multifamily, commercial. Commercial could be industrial, office. You want a farm? We got you. Um, Anywhere in New York and anywhere in New Jersey. But you can also, if you're looking for housing counseling, you can still go to Emily Industries, but look for the Miles to Go logo and book a free housing session with us. And we'd be happy to assist you in any way I can. I'm actually working with a couple, a married couple, who went through this process, booked Miles to Go. They had about 3 sessions with me already. And their situation was like almost starting from scratch. We had to work on their credit. We had to define if they have this income to achieve what they want, which is buying a home for their family next year.
Mm-hmm.
And I gave them some pointers. I walked them through the process of doing certain strategies to get their credit score increased. She
Mm-hmm.
sent me a screenshot. Her credit went up like 40 something points.
Okay.
She is now in fair. She's like in the 600s now, like the low 600s.
Okay.
Listen, you could, low 600s is good. And let me tell you why, because you can buy a home with 580 credit score and still buy a home.
But what kind of interest rates are we looking at that point? Or
Oh,
is that like for the next
you're
discussion?
looking at the higher interest
Yeah,
rates. But the fact that you can buy a
it's still
home,
possible.
right, exactly, as low as 580. So now imagine I just assisted them for free
Mm-hmm.
all the way up into a whole, like I saved them money. I helped them save money.
Yeah.
So so cool. So cool. Like this is not a lie. Like this happens. Like I've done it for myself and now like they are about to be like my star couple of going through this process literally from beginning to end. And you know what's so funny, Ebonée?
What's that?
That this is a girl from my hood. This is a girl who I've seen grow up.
Okay.
Um and now she's married with kids and trying to make this move. And then she was like, Emily, I had um no doubt that you was going to assist me through this. When I was ready, I'm coming to you. And she came to me, the real Miss
Yeah.
Bizz, which
Right.
is my Instagram name. You can go to my page. You can follow me um, at the real Miss Bizz. I would encourage you to please follow, if not my page, please follow Miles to Go Inc.
Mm-hmm.
And support their mission. And feel free to sign up for our future workshops that we hold every second Thursday. And if you're interested with working with AI, Emily Industries, you can follow us at Emily Industries on Instagram, on Facebook. And I really appreciate your time today, Ev, having me talking about like, tell me who you are. You know what I mean? I got to hold back a little bit, but I appreciate the platform.
Of course, of course. I'm just glad that you came and you started to share some of the information. Because, like I said, I want to have you back because I want this to be an ongoing conversation. We don't talk about this kind of stuff enough. You know what I mean? And like when we talk about the credit score, some people think, oh, my credit score isn't good enough. I can't do this. Well, you just said that it can happen. And like just to backtrack a little bit, how long did it take her to increase her credit score 40 points?
So I think we had our first housing counseling session February.
Okay.
Okay. And then in May, early May, it went up.
Mm. Okay.
So, I
Okay.
mean, average, what, 10 points a month, if
Hmm.
so, but like that one shot, what she needed to do, like everyone's situation is different. And you need to be able to be counseled by someone like myself, Miss Biz, who could try to tailor a program or a plan that is just suitable for you
Hmm.
to make it happen.
Right.
I'm
Right.
not getting nothing out of this. I'm watching. And when I say I'm not getting nothing out of this, I'm not
Financially, you're not
I'm not
charging
getting
for
no money off of this.
it.
This is that I'm getting so much fulfillment
Yeah.
from
Hmm.
that. I was like, wow,
Yeah.
this someone is listening. I don't need everybody to listen, but
Right.
someone is listening.
Just
And
enough.
it's two people, and you know, that's how I know how real it is and how possible it is, no matter what your situation could be.
Right.
Because if you strive to make it better, you will get there at some point.
Hmm.
There's a lot of discipline involved in purchasing real estate and buying your first home. Let me not just say purchasing real estate, buying your first home, because it's way more personal,
Right.
and it's a process, and it's a process that I do enjoy being a part of as a full-time broker and owner of AI. But this part of sharing the juice, is like I'm totally cool with it. I just wish
Yeah.
that you know more people will hear me, more
Yeah.
people will listen. We need to do this together. Y'all don't know, I'm about to put y'all on so we could make this movement happen.
Right. Right.
And with everything that's going on in the world, we need to do something.
Yeah.
We need to make a power move. And I 100%, 1,000% believe it's the real estate.
Okay. That's what's up. I love that you're doing like counseling for it. I never heard of that, counseling for like, real estate purposes, but I mean, listen, your purpose broadened, At first you were just
Hmm.
focused, tunnel vision just toward
Yep.
that real estate, and your purpose broadened. And I love that you're just willing and able to share it with the masses, and hopefully, by being on this platform, we could share it with more people. I know more people will come. They say if you build it, they will come. And like you said, two people have already come so far. More will come for sure. And it's just beautiful. But before I let you go,
Hmm.
I need you to drop some gems. I need you to tell my friends at home, just any advice that you would give, whether it's life advice, entrepreneurial, what have you. Just give me some gems.
Okay, I'm gonna drop some gems, some juicy gems for you. The first one is, I don't know, I'm gonna spit it like maybe like a saying or something.
Mhm.
Like, I know that it's hard, but it's totally possible. And I honestly believe that that's in life, in love, and in business.
Mhm.
And you gotta give yourself miles to go. You got to give yourself the benefit of the doubt that you will get yourself out of whatever rut, whatever where you feel stuck at, um, to grow yourself. And I think, as I said, one of the tangible assets that I think every person should strive to have, it's one of the biggest American dreams, is to buy your first home.
Mhm.
Um, you need discipline,
Yeah.
and discipline is one of the things in being an entrepreneur that you will absolutely need to survive and to be successful.
Yeah.
So those are my three gems.
Okay, perfect. So let's run down the list again. Uh, how do we find AI?
AI, you can follow us on Instagram and on Facebook at Emily Industries. um I need you guys to follow our non-for-profit Miles to Go Inc.
Yes. So what are the websites?
Oh yes, please. follow, or not follow, but go to our website at emilyindustries.com. We're working on upgrading our website. We're actually going to be promoting all my peoples who have their own business, who are selling products, services, whatever. I am putting them on my website. Not for me, for the masses out there, for your friends and family who can now listen. I'm ready to not buy corporate.
Right.
We need to buy within each other, and
absolutely,
it's my way to try to, like, try to give back, try to support my friends and in what they're doing, and that's it.
I think that's our show. I think that's it. Is that it, Miss Bizz?
Yeah, I think that's it. Like, we gotta wrap it up. We can save some juice for later, because we could keep going. So
Yeah.
be quiet. I'm gonna let you do what you do and bring it to an end.
Make sure you follow my bestie, Miss Bizz, at The Real Miss Bizz on Instagram, Emily Industries on Instagram, Miles to Go Inc. on Instagram, and make sure you follow me, your girl, Ebonée Forever, on Instagram as well. And until next time, y'all, stay fabulous. Peace.